Yo, what's up guys, it's King Sean here, and in today's video, I'll be going over the Commanders 53-man roster and the practice squad. Didn't have enough time yesterday to go over the 53-man roster when it released, so I want to go over it in today's video. But before we do, make sure y'all leave a like down below, subscribe if you're not already subbed up, and turn on notifications. And with that out of the way, let's get straight into today's video. Alright, so this is the 53-man roster, or at least part of it. No, you guys can't see every position, but I will scroll down here. So let's start with the quarterbacks. We'll go position group by position group. We kept 3 quarterbacks, not a surprise. To me, I would have kept just 2 quarterbacks. I said it after the Ravens game, the preseason game, after, I recorded my video. I said that we should only keep 2 quarterbacks. Jayden Daniels and Marcus Mariota. Josh Johnson and Sam Hartman didn't do anything in the preseason. They both sucked in the preseason, so I felt like there was no need to keep a third QB. But I still predicted that they would, because I feel like that's what they would do. But to me, didn't think they'd do it. And I predicted that they'd keep Josh Johnson as a QB3, and that's exactly what they did. Now, Hartman is back on the practice squad. I don't know why, other than him being Jaden's friend. Feel like there's no point of him being here, but it is what it is right there. Running back, no surprise here. We're keeping 4 guys: Eckler, McNichols, Ja'Cory Cross-Kimura, a.k.a. Bill, and Chris Rodriguez Jr. Felt like there was a small chance we could have just cut Rodriguez, but I wouldn't have, and obviously they decided to keep him on the roster. So we're keeping 4 running backs as we all expected us to, and we're keeping 5 receivers like we expected us to as well. Terry, Noah Brown, Debo, Luke, and Jalen Lane. There was no guy competing for that 6th receiver spot that stood out enough, so we decided to go with 5 guys. Maybe we sign a receiver in the next couple of days to, get that 6th receiver spot. Kendrick Bourne, he got cut, so maybe he gets here. Maybe we sign him. We'll see, but right now, we're keeping 5 guys. At tight end, we kept 4, obviously. Those 4 guys are Ertz, Bates, Sennett, and Inkoff. O-line, we're keeping 9 guys. Now, Cosmi, he's going to start off on the PUP list, so he'll miss the first 4 games of the season, which is why, he's not accounted for on the 53-man roster. But if he were, it would be 10 guys, but right now it's 9. Those guys are Tunsil, Coleman, Biotish, Allegretti, Wiley, Connerly, Fant, Paul, and Scott. Thank goodness Michael Dieter is gone, man. Now, he is on the practice squad, so he's not totally gone, but he's not on the 53-man roster. Allegretti can play center, so felt like that's why they felt like they could just, move on from Dieter and place him on the practice squad. But those are the 9 O-linemen we decided to keep. So no surprise so far. Now we're going to switch over from the offense to the defense. On the D-line, we're keeping 8 guys. Daron Payne, Kinlaw, Eddie Goldman, and Johnny Newton are your 4 D tackles. Honestly, I feel like we should have kept Sheldon Day over Goldman. Day is now on the practice squad, which is a good thing because I felt like he had a better preseason than Eddie Goldman, but we decided to keep Eddie Goldman over Sheldon Day. But I feel like we should have kept Day over Goldman, but that's just my opinion. And then edge rushers, we kept Dietrich Wise, Dorrance Armstrong, Jacob Martin, and Javonte Jean-Baptiste. No surprises there. And then linebacker. Here's the big surprise. Ale Cajo made the roster, man. He had a really good preseason. Specifically, was really good in the Ravens game and in the Bengals game. So he deserved his roster spot, and I'm super glad he made the roster because he was balling out in the preseason. And then we kept Bobby Wagner, Frankie Louvu, McGee, and Ballore, as well as Medrano. They have Von Miller listed here as a linebacker. That's for semantics. They did that with Fowler last year. But we know that Von Miller, 99% of the time, he's going to be rushing after the quarterback. So he's an edge rusher, but they have him listed at linebacker for semantics. Kept 5 quarterbacks: Lattimore, Amos, Sanderstill, Jones, and Igbenogany. I know you guys saw the report from Diana Rossini yesterday about Noah Igbenogany gaining interest from other teams and us gouging that interest. Does not mean we're shopping him, but we're listening to teams' offers for Noah Igbenogany, and I wouldn't trade Noah Igbenogany. I mean, if we get offered like a 5th for him, then sure. But like with Lattimore not being able to stay healthy since 2021. Like 2021 was the last year he played a fully healthy season, right? So with that, I feel like we should not move on from Noah Iguodala because he's really good depth. He stepped up for us last year, and I don't want to get rid of him just for like a 7th round pick, right? I feel like that wouldn't really help us. I'd rather keep Noah on the roster. So that's my opinion, but we are listening to offers for him, so we'll see if he sticks around for much longer. I think he will, but I won't put anything past Adam Peters at this point. And then at safety, we kept 5 guys. Obviously, those guys are Quan Martin, Will Harris, Jeremy Reeves, Percy Butler, and Tyler Owens. And then we kept 3 special teamers, Tress Way, Matt Gay, and Tyler Ott. So that is the 53-man roster right there. Overall, really no surprises at all. I guess really the biggest surprise is Ali Kyle making the roster, but I feel like after his preseason performance versus the Ravens, I feel like there was a good chance he makes the roster and not get placed on the practice squad. Now, a lot of fans are not a big fan of Matt Gay, but we did give him, most of the money for a kicker on a 1-year deal, guaranteed money that is. So we gotta hope that he pans out, and hopefully he locks in come week 1 against the Giants. But again, that is the 53-man roster right there for you. And then as for the practice squad, we left 2 spots open, so that could suggest that we bring guys from outside, guys who are currently free agents, went unclaimed from waivers. By the way, we didn't claim anyone from waivers, didn't expect us to. But yeah, we left 2 spots open on the practice squad, so that may suggest we pick some guys up, sign them to our practice squad, but we shall see. Guys who made the practice squad are Ricky Barber, Ja'Cory Brooks, Lawrence Cager, Sheldon Day, Michael Dieter, Antonio Hamilton Sr., Sam Hartman, Jalen Holmes, Jacoby Jones, TJM, Rob McDaniel, Timothy McKay, Chris Moore, and Carlin Vigors. So none of these names are really shocking at all. Sam Hartman, I'm not surprised he made it. I don't think he should have made it. He was just so bad this preseason. But again, he is Jaden Daniels' best friend, so it's like, I feel like that's one of the biggest reasons as to why he's still here. And then Carlin Vigors. I don't know why Vigors made him in. He had an awful preseason. He was terrible. Bad in coverage and bad at tackling. I don't know why he made him up. But that is it for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, leave a like down below. Subscribe if you're not already subbed up, and turn on notifications. Comment down below your thoughts on the Commanders' initial 53-man roster. Again, things could change. And then also leave your thoughts down below on the practice squad. 2 spots open, so we'll see if they bring anyone in, and I'll keep y'all updated on that. And other than that, it's been King Sean, and I'm out. Peace.